First off, I apologise for not putting out a review of episode 4, A Hard Day's Night, but unfortunately it's very difficult to review an episode when you cannot watch from the source on the net you were watching from, which has since been removed. The user's account in question must have been removed. Anyway, on to the subject of this week's episode. For the most part, it feels more like the original Knight Rider, particularly Season 1's Inside Out, where Michael posed as a driver for hire when infiltrating an ex-general's team in order to expose them and have them arrested for heisting gold. And in all fairness, that's how the plot for this episode was, more or less. Mike and Kit are acting more like the original pair when at the start of the episode, Mike is watching an NFL game on a window on Kit's touch windscreen, whilst the Mustang is nagging on at the night to go over his mission objective and cover so that he has it memorized. Whilst the story with Cassandra was a good angle, were the James Bond puns and gags really necessary? And Jane Bond? That's like imagining Daniel Craig with lipstick and a blonde wig. Oh wait, better not give people ideas. And once again, Second Generation was pushing the envelope in terms of what they could get away with. While I appreciate for story purposes Mike and Cassandra embracing themselves whilst unclothed was necessary to stop the advancement of hypothermia, was it really appropriate considering that Knight Rider is somewhat of a family show? And Sarah seemed to be bemused by this as well. And speaking of which, an epic bottle of wine? First Zoe blurting out net memes, now Sarah? Oh well, this looks like the direction of where it's going now. The conclusion of Mike against Cooperton was somewhat ambiguous as Cassandra and he nodded to each other as if all was going to plan. Is this something that will lead into a future episode? Watch this space. The ending was nice, where Kit relays to Sarah what Mike had said to Cassandra, where he said he didn't want to advance any further with what they were doing, as he was kind of having a thing with Sarah, and Sarah walks out to the launch bay where Mike is sat on Kit's hood with a set of lights around the Kit frame. And Mustang Sally to end the episode? I won't say it. It's too easy. Just before I go, KnightRiderOnline.com has recently stated that NBC has picked up the show for a full 22 episode season. Well, we've done it, folks. Second Generation will go through to 17 more episodes and hopefully a second season. I bet David Boreanaz of Bones is feeling bemused now after he said for people not to give it a chance. Until issue 27, good night from the night.